So, yesterday I uploaded a video about my random rants. Today is August 13th, 2021, 11:53 a.m. and I am recording a part 2. Now before we get started, I just want to say that I'm sorry about my upload schedule, but there's a lot of things going on and that was a whole day. I was forced back, so I upload the video. I'm gonna record this and probably in 2 or 3 days I'm gonna go back on holiday, so I don't know whether I would be able to upload, so I'm just gonna upload this and pray God I'm back before like 3 or 4 weeks, so none of you get bored, so you had your warning, let's go. Alright, here we have being considered a transphobe with anything. Basically, I saw a guy on TikTok, like an orange guy, I don't know if he's an orange. And like, okay, he identifies as they, them, which, okay, I guess you have no gender, that's cool. However, there's some people who obviously called him a he because he's a boy on purpose, and I guess that annoyed him. But there's some other people who actually like were new and they made a comment like, I don't know, using he or him. And the guy actually went mad and was like, bro, I know you're doing it on purpose, you're not funny, and they weren't doing it on purpose, they were like new people, they had no idea. And that just doesn't apply to him though. I mean, oh, to them, I'm confused. Anyway, that doesn't apply only to that. If I say dude, will that be transphobic? You know what, fuck it, that dude, it applies generally. Like there was a girl in my class identifying as she, them, and some guy called her like this is hers, and she got mad again because she does that. Anyway, we have part 2 named stereotypes, and I guess, for example, our appearance is our first like impression. Like if you're fat, you're probably lazy. If you're ripped, you probably worked out or are buffed on steroids. If you're like very skinny, you'll probably have like, I don't know, you don't eat much or you have a metabolism faster than Barry Allen. In the comics, by the way, where he goes 30 trillion times faster than light. Anyway, basically, however, this is wrong, okay? Because, for example, I'm a little fat, okay? I don't know my exact percent, but it's over 25, I'm pretty sure. However, I'm actually not lazy. I work out like 6 times a week or something. I'm pretty sure it's 6 times a week. I'm not lazy though. Here's the thing. I mean, my Apple schedule says I'm lazy, but I am not lazy. Some people see me, they say, oh, the guy's fat. I guess I'm fat, but I'm not lazy. There's a difference. Now, that doesn't go only with fat. That goes with girls. Like, for example, if someone has like, I don't know, an eyeliner or something. Or, wait, if someone wears like open clothing, like a crop top or something, and it's like 15, she's identified as a slut. However, let's make the difference. If you wear a crop top under the age of 12, why? I mean, there is no reason, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, this was a bit off track anyway. Stereotypes, bad, don't stereotype people. Now we have the spoiled, in brackets, in like quote marks, spoiled people. That works anime. I couldn't find another word other than spoiled. Okay, anime by itself is fine. I have watched like 1 or 2 animes. Animes? I don't know. Dragon Ball, and like everything Dragon Ball GT, Super, Z, not Heroes. I've watched One Piece, not all of it. The thing is huge. And I mean an episode of Naruto, I don't know. Anyway, here we have the people that have watched like 250 anime. I mean, that's fine. But then are like, bro, I'm Japanese, I can speak the Japan language, konnichiwa, and like keep on correcting Japanese people on Twitter being like, I know better Japanese than you're probably white, haha, I'm Japanese, uru baka, sasi baka, uru, whatever, what else? Sasi baka, morning emoji, I don't know. This type of people, don't be one, please. I'm begging to everything that's holy, don't, please, I'm begging you. Now we have school subjects being like, I don't need math, I'm not gonna become a mathematician. There's a couple of reasons why this is wrong, And in theory, if you only see like the surface of this argument, it's okay, it's correct. However, it's not correct, okay? If you actually think about more than 5 minutes, one, you still need some of these subjects in your ordinary life. Like, for example, physics. When you are cooking and like you grab the fucking the pan from not the handle, like from the metal, and you're like, why am I burning? Because you didn't learn about how like temperature, not temperature. How is it in fucking English? 1 second, I got like Google something. Heat. Oh, okay. It's the scientific term is heat. Okay, because heat travels like up and not down, and you put your fucking hand over the pan and like, ow, why did I burn myself? I don't know. And then you lost your hand because you didn't study physics, for example, and now you have to cut it off, otherwise you're gonna die. Yeah, I mean, this is a very extreme situation, but you still need subjects. Also, you don't know if you like something. Let's say you like football, European, okay, not fucking rugby. And you say, I like football, but I'm not gonna try volley. I like football better. If you haven't tried volleyball, you don't know if you like volleyball or football better. You haven't tried it yet. Try it, see which one you like. Be like, okay, I still like football. I tried volleyball, didn't like it. Sure, whatever. But the same applies with like maths. If you like, for example, history, and like, I'm gonna become a historian, not a mathematician. How do you know that you don't like maths better? If you don't try maths, if you don't try being good at it, instead of like being a lazy fuck. Now we have the bad 13-year-old bitches with like I don't know how to explain it anyway. On quote marks, basically, we have the 13-year-olds who like wear revealing quote mark clothes, and they're like, bro, I smoke a cigarette. I am so damn cool. Oh, like, no, piss off. We don't care. Honestly, I never understood smoking. I guess adult people can do it. It's not good. Smoking is pretty bad, I'm gonna be honest. But as a teenager, man, no reason to do it. You're allowed to do what you want with your life. But if you're like under 15, you shouldn't smoke at any circumstances, okay? Over 15, still not acceptable, but more acceptable than being a fucking 12-year-old and smoking or vaping. And there's the excuse like, I remove the nicotine. Like, the nicotine is what makes you addicted, okay? There is still, I'm pretty sure, the taste and the stuff. Which, if you bother to remove the nicotine, you're still addicted to it, if you know what I mean. I don't know how to explain this, but don't smoke, okay? And back to the bad bitches. You are like 12, trying to act cool. You wear an AA cup size and act like you were fucking D or something. I'm not exactly sure how to phrase this. And I'm not even sure which is bigger, an A or an AA. Probably an AA. Probably, yes, probably an AA. Anyway, don't try to be cool. It's fine. Nobody really cares. Now we have the primary school relationships. Oh my god, I have to say something about this. Basically, if you have a relationship, like before like 7th or 8th grade, maybe even in 9th grade, it's not a real relationship, man. If you're like at 5th grade going out with a girl, and going out, I mean probably just going out and look at each other and be like, hello, uh, hello there, General Kenobi. And I don't know. And then they break up after 2 weeks and like, oh my god, I'm so heartbroken, man. I listen to music and I drink to forget. Drink to forget like what the fucking alphabet, like it doesn't make sense. If you don't love someone, you don't love them from like primary school relationships. I mean, I had crushes in primary school, but I was smart enough to be like, okay, I'm not gonna pursue an actual real relationship because I'm not sure if what I'm feeling is real or it's like some fantasy or something I think I feel. And most of these like feelings were actually not even true, and if I pursued them and they actually were right, and we started going out in quote marks, it would be very cringy right now, and I would be in a very hard, tough spot to like drop the person. Yeah, no, not really good situation. Oh, this is already at 11 minutes. Alright, it's gonna be a long video. I'm halfway there. Now we have depression. Um, Depression is a mental illness, and it's not just, oh, I feel sad, I have depression. You have to be diagnosed with depression. It's an illness, it's not a feeling. I mean, it is a feeling, it's a feeling of feeling sad, but depression is a mental illness. You cannot diagnose it yourself. I mean, you can be sad and angry and upset about things, but don't say you have depression unless you have like a fucking paper from the doctor be like, you have depression. Okay? And I'm pretty sure before the age of 16 or something, 15 maybe, it's impossible to have depression. Like, unless there are actually trauma going on in your life. I think from like school and breakups and friendships, it's pretty hard to have depression before the age of 15. Now I have following the masses. I don't have a lot of things to say about this, but a lot of people like follow the masses to look cool, and there's the other ones, the hipsters that don't follow the masses, and like they are basically hipsters think they are in the category, they are just not following the mass, but like the 13-year-old white American girls are like, I'm a hipster. Like an actual hipster doesn't like the term hipster. That is something I heard earlier this year, and I like that statement because it's very correct. If you want to be different than someone else, the masses categorize people, label them. Hipsters don't. If you label yourself as a hipster, you are not a hipster, you're doing it for attention. Thank you very much. I mean, here we have need to use devices everywhere, like you can't go to the fucking supermarket without like, I mean, you need your phone to contact your parents if you need anything. But for example, you're gonna field trip 3 hours drive with your parents, and like they take away your iPad so you can talk to them and like see nature and like make a whole scene because you want to play Minecraft Pocket Edition on your iPad. Yeah, I mean, this generation, I mean, I don't have a problem with devices. I mean, I used to be on the computer every single hour of the day, but now I have kind of played off it. I still use my computer for homework, work, results, YouTube, some gaming, but it used to be all gaming, okay? And I have learned that sometimes I don't have to use my devices and I can live without my devices for a certain amount of time. Okay, now this is mostly for boys, but for girls as well. If you don't like rap music or like rap is alright, but trap, if you don't like that and you're a boy, you're either one, are gay, or you are weird if you don't like trap. For example, most of my school, 90% of it, 95, maybe even 99, listens to like the Greek trap, which is a bit weird, a bit cringy, and they try to relate to it, talking about drugs, and like, there was some guy in my class saying he had a gun pointed to his head once, which you just did not, okay? Let's get something straight. Like, my music type is different. I listen to like Michael Jackson stuff and like old 80s, 90s, 70s pop stuff. But I really don't like to like point it out a lot because you know I'm gonna be classified as weird, and I don't mind that. But I think my life is gonna be a lot easier if I leave unnecessary information outside of conversation. Okay, there's no need for someone to know that unless they ask and I like tell them and they are like, okay then. But otherwise, I'm not going around saying I listen to Michael Jackson. Michael is a legend. No reason to brag it though. Now we have, oh my god, okay. Some weeks ago on TikTok I started fighting with some 8-year-olds. They were like, actually 8 to 9 people. Because in Greece there was some priest who raped a 14-year-old girl because she was like lesbian or bi, I'm not sure. I think it was lesbian. Because of like, to get rid of the devil inside you, which is wrong, okay? This is very wrong. But I checked the comments and I was like, some people don't understand that a gay gene isn't in everyone, it's only some people, it's not your choice to be gay, it's in your genetics. What did I just hear, okay? And I answered like, there is no gay gene, okay? it's not in your DNA, it's something affected by events in your life, not an option, not a gene. And I got like actually hate, but there was like absolutely nothing. Like they didn't even fight back. Like, oh my god, you're so wrong. It's like second-hand embarrassment, and like the hand and the mourning emoji. Like they were just being mean as fuck with like no actual proof. And like only one person said like Google gay gene. I googled it, no answer. There were like 7 articles saying there is no gay gene, another 7 being like there is a gay gene, and 1 being like there isn't any, like it's affected. Okay, which is weird. Like for example, if you're a child and your parents like hit you and mistreat you, you're gonna become a bully yourself, most likely. Like, but there is no bully gene. Like there is no gene that identifies you as a bully. Of course, you can be like more hot-headed, more like spontaneous, more that, more this. However, there isn't a gene named classified. I mean, you could, I guess, as a guy, not be as like manly as another one because lower testosterone and stuff like that. But there is no gay gene, okay? Because the human like species, this one, the Homo sapiens, hasn't evolved in like 25,000 years, 20,000, I don't know. Seems like not the Egyptians, before the Egyptians. No, let's say like 10,000 years ago. If that was the case, like, okay, it was suppressed in the past. However, it wasn't even an idea of like a man liking a man or a woman liking a woman before like the 1600s. It wasn't even a fucking idea. And if it has always been there, and I mean always been there, it's just not, you make no sense, okay? Please, if you're about to argue about something, find like some proof backing up what you're saying, please, alright, thank you. Here we have double standards, which I guess it's basic. If you are a girl, you can be fat and everyone's gonna love you, but if you're a guy and you're fat, everyone's gonna be like, you're lazy, man. Go lose some weight, oh my god. And if it's a girl, go, yes, queen, yes, oh my god, beauty. I mean, that applies with a lot of other situations, but this video is gonna be 20 minutes long, so I'm gonna leave out that extra information. You know what I mean. This is simple. And 13th, and the last one, is being gay or lesbian before even having an actual relationship. Like, if you are a girl and you haven't had a relationship with a guy ever before, and you're like, I'm lesbian. How the fuck do you know? It's like about the subject thing I said earlier. How do you know that you like women if you haven't tried out a man? You don't make sense. And there's a lot of people being like, I am bi, but I like 90% of the other gender more than this, my gender. You're basically straight. You're like straight. You just say you're bi to be a trend. You aren't cool, okay? If you haven't had an actual relationship and you're like, sure, okay, I like men, I like women, I like that, I like this. I mean, if you are like 17, like fucking Kurt Hamill from Glee, that had never had a relationship before, I mean, I can understand. Kurt is actually gay, like, even from 3 years old, he was like, I want high heels, okay? At least that's what the show shows us. If you haven't had a relationship before, you cannot be part of LGBTQ, that should be a law, alright. 20 minutes and 21 seconds long. Oh wow, that is very interesting. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to your channel if you want part 3. And I'm gonna see you next time. Goodbye.